Hello and welcome to another video with me, Veerle. And it's a video I want to make about Jupiter and Lilith in Cancer. It was actually requested. I had a couple of emails of Cancerians, and they said it's so lovely to have Jupiter in our sign, but what about Lilith? And they were a bit afraid of it. So I thought it's good to, it inspired me to do another video, and I hope it will be interesting enough. Now, first of all, to talk about Cancer is very easy because it's the mother figure, and I think that everyone has a kind of an archetype in their head, what the mother is all about, or what a good mum is all about. So, first of all, let's explain Jupiter in Cancer, and then I will talk about Lilith, and those two, Jupiter and Lilith, will travel in the sky in Cancer for about a year. Now Lilith a bit less, it's approximately around February of next year. So, but those two will join together in the sign of Cancer. So this is not only a video for people who have Cancer in their horoscope. We all have actually, but I mean planets or an ascendant. But I will take this also in the monthly horoscopes for July. So in particular, what it means in particular area. But this is particularly in general the explanation. Now, first of all, having Jupiter in Cancer, what does it mean? So Cancer is about the mother. Cancer is about, it's about comfort. It's about nurturing. It's about giving, and it's about giving a lot of support basically to in order for other people, so to fulfill themselves and to become what they want to become. So a good mom supports their children, and off they go. And why is it exalted in Jupiter in Cancer? Well, Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It's a planet of what's the meaning of life? It's a spiritual planet. And when it is in a water sign, it can go broad, and it likes that. And when it's in Cancer, it supports growth. And so both like the same things. So Cancer likes for other people to grow and to feel comfortable, and Jupiter also likes to get the most out of people. So people who have strong Jupiter, or who have a lot of planets in Sagittarius or Pisces, they want other people to grow. They want other people to expand and to do what they can to do best, to utilize their talents. So that's very Jupiterian-like, and that's why in Cancer it is exalted, because it can really work there very good. So that's why this Jupiter in Cancer is for all of us a positive thing, because we're all going to have it in a specific area of our lives. Now, I had some Cancerians who were concerned and emailed me, but what about that Lilith? I'm not really fond of Lilith in my sign. Well, Lilith has indeed a bad reputation, but so if you don't know anything about Lilith, you just have to type in on the internet Lilith and look at some pictures of Lilith, because sometimes a picture can show more than just the whole explanation, because you can find a lot on the internet of Lilith, but it's very confusing all. And if you look at the pictures, you see a lovely woman with very long hair and how do you say that, curling, very long, curly, sexy hair, and with a snake around the body that is actually almost accentuating the curves of the body of a woman. So it's all very seductive. It's all very, it's supposed to be the wild feminine in all of us, man or women. But I think that's just the tip of the iceberg, and I think I'm not going to say that's not true, but I think there's more to that. If you look at the core of what Lilith is all about, you come to a deeper explanation. And what is that? Lilith is about, when you look at the stories, it was the first wife of Adam, you know, Adam and Eve. It was the first wife of Adam, and they were in the garden of Eden, and she called for the gods. She didn't want to be with Adam anymore, you know, because she felt she didn't want to be dominated. She wanted to be equal. So she didn't want the dominance, she didn't want the submission, so and God just took her away, and there was a high price to pay. Now I think that is the core of Lilith. It's I think Lilith is way more apart from the seductive thing. It's more about self-interest, and it's more about being strong-willed, to stand up for yourself and to want, in any situation, equality. So and they don't, and it's an energy that doesn't want to put up with dominance or with submissive behavior. So I think that is a very interesting energy, and it's an energy that is needed in our lives. That's probably why it is in our chart. It's not a planet, but if you want to know more about that, you just have to look it up yourself. Otherwise, this is going to be a way too long video. But it's an energy that is very, very important, and we all have it in a specific area in our charts. So where Lilith is where we have to battle, where we have to, you know, with the fist on the table, say, hey, I'm here too. I want my independence. I want to be seen as equal. That's basically it, and I think that's a very positive thing. You know, aside from all the other stuff that is spread about Lilith. And so if you have this in your sign, it means that you will have that energy as well, that energy of having to stand up for yourself in a certain way. And if it is in Cancer and you have planets in Cancer, or you have an ascendant in Cancer, it means this Lilith is in your first house. So it's very important, because when a planet is in the first house, it has the Aries nature. So it's almost like Lilith in Aries, actually, which means that if Lilith would be just in another house, except from the first house, like in the second house or in the third, or it would be just a particular area of life. Like in my case, Lilith is in my 9th house, you know, a very the house of the Sagittarius, the house of a belief system. So for me, it's very hard to, or it's sometimes a battle to stand up for my belief systems. So that is how you interpret this. But if it is in the first house, as it is now for you Cancerians, or people who watch who have Cancerians planets, it means it's a part of you, it's part of your personality. And you carry it along with you to everywhere you go. So, and it is also that feeling that people have when they feel rejected in a certain area of their life where Lilith is placed. So when it is coming into your first house in Cancer, it is about you carry this along with you, this feeling. So you really have to battle. You really have to stand up for your self-interest. That is the message for people who are Cancerians or have planets in it. So what is the message? It's a paradox, of course. So I understand the worry about the Cancerians, that on the one hand they get the message of Jupiter in Cancer, which is indeed positive, which is fantastic, which is a possibility to expand, which is a possibility to get to know yourself way better and to understand yourself way better and to become Jupiter. So maybe a teacher, or maybe Jupiter is also the teacher, And so that is all good. And this Lilith in your sign means actually not so much giving and giving to other people, but really standing up for yourself. And that is a paradox because those two energies are contradictory. I think Lilith is having a much easier time in fire signs, or even in earth signs. I think or even in air, but I think in water signs it's the hardest. And I think Lilith in a water sign as Cancer isn't the easiest position, because Lilith wants to stand up for herself, and Cancerians, they want to take care of other people. So that is a paradox. But if you put it into a greater context, I think it's a spiritual practice almost of in any area of your life, and particularly where you tend to give a lot, because that's your Cancerian energy, where you give a lot, when you support other people. So no other sign can support as well as a Cancerian can. And people who are very stressed out, they have that peace around them. And in combination, there is this Lilith who is almost saying, hey, but you Cancerian, watch out, don't go too far with that. Put your boundaries. Lilith is also about putting your boundaries and saying, no, this is enough. So I think it is believing, I just have put one sentence here, believing in oneself that they are a blessing to everyone, but a blessing to the people, you know, the positive needed people, so not the negative needed. And this is a very general explanation, but I think you can apply it in your particular area of your life. So it's about the giving, yes, but also it's about the self-interest, what you want, and you as a person, you as your you know, calling out your name. My name is Veerle and I have to do this and that. You know, it's actually, I think, if you combine these two energies, I think it's a very interesting combi. It's also challenging, but I think the reward is even bigger. So I hope this makes sense, and I'm going to have a look if I've said it all. I think I have. It's also about honesty, I think. Lilith wants honesty, wants as much as she is associated with the negative side, especially in love life, sexual, you know, only going for the sexuality in a relationship and all of that. I think on a deeper level it's about honesty and equality. And it's about your oh, and what's the purpose of this paradox? Because people don't like paradoxes, do they? Don't they? People just want clearness in their life. But sometimes with conjunctions like this, with Lilith and Jupiter, or with oppositions, we are having a paradox. And especially when two energies don't fit together, like this Lilith and this Cancer. But the thing is, we need a way to balance it out. And from that comes a stronger personality. So I think the goal, and if you put it into context, why is this happening? You know, this Lilith and this Jupiter together. I think it's a call for people finding their strength, but also people opening up to give to other people whatever they want to give, but also being very strong at the same time and being very almost individual. You know, that Lilith is a very strong-willed individual person. So, I think I said it all. Independence, yes, feeling comfortable within yourself. Yep. Okay, that's it, basically. Yes, just another thing. Lilith is also the place or the area of your life where we are not seen as mainstream. And that is the battle energy of Lilith. So, because like she was rejected from the Garden of Eden, so, and out of society, she was not a part of society anymore. So where our Lilith is also where we feel that we are rejected and not a part of society. But the reason why that is to understand it and to become a stronger person, and even having this self-interest and doing this anyway. So in whatever, I'm going to do that in a monthly horoscopes, in whatever area this Lilith is now falling, it means that you will have to battle for that, and you will not be seen as mainstream, ordinary use of that house energy. So you will, and if you look at your natal chart, it's that area of your life where you're not going to be mainstream, where you're not going to be, where you're going to be an outsider. And it's to place yourself as an outsider is just another way of, or a paradox you could say as well, but it's a way to rise above that, and to become stronger, basically. So now I've said it really, I've said it all, I hope. If you have any questions about that, just get in touch. I will do the monthly horoscope soon, this week or next week probably. And I also have, and I'm going to put it here, a link for not only private consultations, but also classes that I'm doing on the internet. So check that out as well. Thank you for listening, and wish you all the best with Lilith and with Jupiter. Bye-bye.